let's get started with our 2020 Topps Chrome update. Random Player 1 Sapphire Edition box break number 3. Just like with all of our random player breaks, we list everybody in random.org in the order of which they purchased their spots. We'll randomize that list 5 times and then match that up against a numeric checklist from the product. Good luck, everybody. Once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. And we've got Christopher in the top 2 spots and Jack in the bottom spot. Alrighty, so we'll just cut and paste our list over to the right and sort it by everybody's names. Pardon me, and we'll go through, scroll through that list. Let me blow this up a little bit. There we go. We'll scroll through that list and then tear into our box and see what we get. All righty. Now that we have been through our list, let's open our box and see what we get. Good luck, everybody. There are 8 packs. Wait a second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't believe that. They bamboozled us out of our 8 packs. There's the box. There's nothing in there. I cannot believe that. There are only 7 packs in here. Well, good gracious. That is very odd. And I bought this from a very reputable source. I have to say I'm a little torn on how to proceed with this. I know the box is legitimate because I know the source that I got it from is a legitimate source. It's one of the big 3 retailers, so obviously I have no qualms with them. I've bought boxes from all 3 of them for several years without any issue. But this seems like I know. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I know if I was opening multiple boxes, I assume it would be evened out, Mark. I mean, I know the source is good. I don't have any issue with that. It just seems weird. I know this does happen, especially with Topps, because they don't QC their pack outs for anything. So we're going to go ahead and move forward to open. I certainly apologize. I'll throw some packs in for everybody when they get their cards. But I do apologize about that. Obviously, I don't control the pack out, but at the same time, I would hope that everything would end up as it is supposed to. Well, we got our autographs, so at least we have that going for us. So, and we got it in our first pack. So our first card is Joe Jimenez. Our second card is Shower Time with Francisco Lindor and Jose Ramirez. And then our autograph is none other than Jordan Yamamoto. Autographed rookie. And I don't believe he has a card in the base set, so we'll re-random the initial list to determine who gets the Yamamoto auto. And then our last card in the pack is Jacob deGrom. Whose ERA is lower than the yield you would get on a savings account at a retail bank. Alrighty, next pack. Chris Owings. Devin Williams rookie. Yeah, Yamamoto follows me everywhere. Justin Verlander. I'm not kidding, Mark, though. We've opened 3 boxes of this, and we've pulled his auto all 3 times. I'm guessing he signed. I'm guessing that Topps got him on like a dollar deal or something. Probably not $1. It's probably $2 these days, but he probably signed 10,000 stickers for him, I would guess. And then our last card is a Zach Green rookie. Alrighty, next pack. First card is Brad Peacock. Then we have Craig Kimbrell. And the next is Alex Avila. And then our last card is David Price. Next pack. First card is Omar Narvaez. Next card, Miggy. And our next card is Max Scherzer. I have to say I like this sliding setup better with the Sapphire cards. Seems to pop a little bit. Of course, my break room looks like I robbed an IKEA store and stole all their lights. And then the last card in the pack is Yoenis Cespedes. Next pack. First card is Austin Allen. Yeah, I love these cards. Very fun to open. Next is Junior Guerrera. The next is Francisco Cervelli. And then the last card in the pack is Cameron Maybin, who was once a highly touted prospect with the Tigers. I want to say he was in the 2006 Bowman set. Back in the day. Next pack. Kendall Graveman. Jose Iglesias. And a second, Jacob deGrom. And then Petey. He had an awesome Project 70 card come out yesterday. I'm trying to think who the artist was, but it was basically his head on a polar bear's body. I did not buy it, though. I have not bought any Project 70 cards. I think the price point is a smidge high. All right. Next card is Jalen Beeks. So I feel like I've somewhat solved the mystery of our missing pack. And I can tell you with about 60-degree certainty of how it happened. I'll tell you after I get done with the cards. Well, I was wrong. Never mind. Daniel Descalso. See, now I feel like I'm being punked, as I'm pretty sure that that is not someone from Layton Sports Cards in my chat. As entertaining as it would be for them to be in my chat, I highly doubt that's the case. Although I'm assuming Rich would get a chuckle at it. Rich, I think you're punking me. And our last card, I thought we weren't going to get the parallel, but we have a green Greg Garcia. Shouldn't you be breaking, Rich? I don't mean to be rude. Of course, you're obviously welcome, as I've come into your chat a few times just to say hello. And that is serial numbered 33 of 45. I believe that's the first green parallel we've pulled out of this. I didn't think we were going to get the parallel in the pack. And then I was going to go on some long rambling explanation about seed packs in the pack out process and how those work. And our last card in the box is Robinson Cano. So luckily we hit our auto, we hit our parallel. We did get gypped out of 4 base cards, which obviously could have been a counting error when someone was loading the packs in the box since they're manually put in the box. But if we had been missing our autograph or our parallel, those are put in what is called seed packs. And those packs are kept in kind of different stacks, and they would take 6 of the regular packs, they would take a parallel pack and an auto pack, and then so if one of those had been missing, that would have been one of the issues. But obviously we got both. You break during the day a little bit, Rich. I'll watch you sometimes on premiere days. I still feel like I'm being punked. What's the odds that that's actually Rich? I should ask him a question that only he would know. Rich, what's the square footage of the new building that you're putting up? That's pretty funny, Mark. All right. So while we discover whether this Rich is the real Rich or an imposter Rich, let's give me just a moment to set up the random for our... What day of the week did you post the video of the new facility on your Instagram, Rich? You posted a nice little video. Which day of the week did you post that video? Send me an email from your store account, Rich, if it's you. That's a good way to determine. I should have thought of that beforehand. Send me an email at cardboardliferbreaks@gmail.com from your Leighton Sports Cards account. Well, and that's what I thought too. It's the logo. That's their Leighton Sports Cards is their YouTube ID. Why would a Rich be in my, of all people? Like I'm literally the smallest small time breaker on YouTube. Okay. Well, now you've got your name on there, but let's see what the address is. Just because it says Rich, let's see what the. Yeah, bogus. Okay. So that was a Gmail address. As a Gmail address, they have their own security mail. Sorry about that. That was stupid. I hate when people do that. I know that that had went around like maybe a year ago where people were impersonating him and impersonating Firehand and stuff like that. And it's just irritating. No, it wasn't misspelled, but it was Leighton Sport Cards at gmail.com. They don't use Gmail addresses. They've got their own server that their website's on. So if it would have been Rich at LeightonSportsCards.com. So that's bogus. So do they? That seems weird. You'd think they'd have their own server. Anyway, enough of that. Here's the random for the Yamamoto card. Oh, I should have had Rich send me a DM on Twitter. I already blocked him. Oh well. If that was actually you, Rich, I'm sorry. You can send me a DM on Twitter and prove that it was actually you from your Twitter account because I follow you on Twitter. So, anyway, enough of this nonsense. Let's do our random for our Jordan Yamamoto card. Once, twice, three times, four, and lucky number 5. And it goes to Christopher. Congrats on that, Christopher. You get the Jordan Yamamoto card. Okay, now that we have settled that, we will go through our list and see who got all of the other cards. There we go. There's our list. Give me a second to sort. Hey, Mark, can you do me a favor and go in their chat because they're breaking right now? Somebody's breaking, and just let them know that someone's going around spoofing them in other breakers' chats because I'm sure they'd want to know. But I mean, I remember this happened like a year or two ago with them, and they were doing it with Firehand too, and it was just a, you know, it's just kind of rude to do that to folks, and I'd at least want them to actually know that someone's doing that. I'm sure they wouldn't take too kindly to someone impersonating Rich and going in other breakers' chats. I guess I should clarify something too, something I said. When I refer to myself as small time, I don't say that in some sort of a self disparaging way, putting myself down. Obviously, anybody that breaks with me knows I like just breaking boxes. I don't break cases of stuff. I don't break, crazy high price stuff. I stick to more affordable things, and I do the setups that I do for a specific reason, frankly, because I enjoy them. But I like having things that breaks are a little bit more affordable. So I just wanted to clarify that in case anybody got that misconstrued at all. Yeah, thanks for doing that, Mark. I appreciate you doing that. I know that they'd want to know somebody was impersonating them. Okay, again, I apologize for the delay. Some doofus being an idiot going in people's chats. It shouldn't be doing that. So let's go through our base set. I've got all the cards sorted. So our Chris Owings goes to Christopher. Congrats on that. Go excellent with your Jordan Yamamoto auto. Doubling up. Congrats. And then our Francisco Cervelli also goes to Christopher with the triple. Congrats on that. And then next are Justin Verlander. Hey, it goes to Mark. How about that? Congrats to Mark. And then next are Robinson Cano. Goes to Christopher with the quad. Fantastic. And then next, Yoenis Cespedes goes to Mark with the double. They're just going back and forth. And then next is Alex Avila, card number 54. And that goes to Christopher. Congrats on that. And then next is Max Scherzer, card number 66. And that goes to Richard. Congrats on that, Richard. Oh, good gracious. That's hilarious. So I just checked my Twitter because I'm thinking, well, what if it was really Rich? Because I've talked to Rich in the past. I don't know Rich or anything. I know of him. And he just DM'd me on their Twitter account and said, it's me. Oh, that is hilarious. I'm assuming Rich is no longer on, but if you are, that was hilarious. That was awesome. So obviously that was him because he wouldn't be able to unless someone's hacked their Twitter account, which that's kind of next level stuff. Next is Jalen Beeks, and that goes to Lewis. Congrats on that, Lewis. Thanks for breaking with us this week. And the next is Joe Jimenez, and that goes to Eric. Congrats on that, Eric. Let me do something real quick. I've got a. Let's see here. So now I've got to go in my admin and unblock latent sports cards. That's crazy. All right. Sorry about that, Rich. I guess I should ask you to DM me on Twitter to begin with. That's a surefire way. Because if somebody's went to the trouble of hacking your Twitter account, that's kind of next level trolling right there. So our Junior Guerrera goes to Eric. Then our Craig Kimbrell goes to Christopher A. Congrats on that, Christopher. Thanks for starting the break off for us a couple weeks ago when I posted it. And then next is Jacob DeGrom, our league leader, card number 92, and that goes to Kenneth. Congrats on that, Kenneth. Well, that's what I was thinking, Rich, because I know that happened a couple years ago where people were doing that with you and with Firehand, and I remember that. So I'm like, why are they in my chat? Certainly, somebody's just spoofing around. Although, frankly, I'm not big enough to get the attention from the trolls, honestly. So for the most part, I've been pretty fortunate, been able to avoid most of them because they tend to go to more of the mid-level folks. So they're not going to waste their time with someone like me. All righty. So our Jose Iglesias card goes to Richard, doubling up. And then next is David Price, and that goes to Tim. Congrats on that, Tim. Well, thanks for popping by, Rich. I apologize for all of the security questions. I was just a little surprised. Since we tend to do things on the small side here. Thanks. No, I've got a Yeti mic that I use because I don't like raising my voice much. So a webcam mic doesn't pick me up good at all. I sound, it sounds like I'm whispering in a closet. So I actually got a good mic. All right. So our Devin Williams rookie goes to Christopher S. Congrats on that. And then our Brad Peacock also goes to Christopher S. I think that's like 6 cards. You're killing it. And the next is Cameron Maben, and that goes to Jack. Congrats on that, Jack. And the next is Daniel Descalzo, and that goes to Jack as well with the triple. Congrats on that. Yeah, I don't quite have the budget for that, Rich. We're a little bit smaller outfit. I might have to work my way up to that. And the next is our Pete Alonso, Craig. Congrats on that, Craig. Good to see you again. It's been a little while. Yeah, it's when you work in banking, you tend to have your fraud checklist down pretty good. So I had to vet you to make sure it was you. Yeah, the mixer board, I don't know if I don't think I'm gonna get to that level. I do look at the audio mixer on my streaming software to make sure that I don't accidentally have myself on mute, which I do about every third live feed. All right, next up, Miguel Cabrera, and that goes to Christopher S. Just killing it. Congrats on that. And then next is our Zach Green card that goes to Jack with the quad. Congrats on that. And then next is Kendall Graveman, and that goes to Hector. Congrats on that, Hector. No, this is actually our last break of the night, Rich. I generally go from about 7 till 9, and we're running a little late, but this is the last break. But I appreciate you asking. Now this will be it. This will be it for us. This is our grand finale, and then our Omar Narveza goes to Josh. Good to see you again, Josh. Congrats on that. And then next is our Jose Ramirez and Francisco Lindor combo card, and that goes to Lori. Congrats on that, Lori. And then next is Austin Allen, and that goes to Christopher C. Or S, I mean. Congrats on that. And then our last base card is Jacob DeGrom, our second one from the All-Star Game subset, and that goes to Lawrence. Congrats on that, Lawrence. And then lastly is our Greg Garcia green parallel, serial numbered 33 of 45. And that goes to, and that goes to Josh, doubling up. Congrats on that, Josh. I am not, Rich. It was kind of a last minute thing, but I don't think I will be going. Um, I think I'll probably wait till 22. Although I love the convention center in Chicago and that little. It used to be Rosewood Suites back in the day. I don't even know what it is now, but we used to stay there all the time. But no, I am not. I assume you all will be there with your full setup running brakes the whole time. Hopefully, the Wi Fi will be better this year than it was in Cleveland, but I won't. Well, alrighty. That concludes our 2020 Topps Chrome Update Sapphire Edition Random Player One Box Break number 3. Thanks to all of you that bought spots in the break. As always, I appreciate you all supporting our breaks the way you do. Thanks to everybody that joined us in the live stream for the break this evening. And hope everybody enjoys the rest of your evening. And we appreciate you all hanging out with us tonight. I apologize for some of the delays. Seems like we had a little bit of an issue with the live feed. And then, of course, Mark and my extensive vetting of Rich Layton to make sure it was actually him. But I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your night. And we will see you back here next Saturday. I'll have the schedule for next Saturday's breaks posted on the website probably tomorrow morning. And I will send out a text message to those of you that signed up for that once that schedule's been posted. Thanks again, everybody. That's pretty nuts, Rich.